Hi there, good afternoon. Excuse me. I just thought I'd come on and wish people a happy Easter weekend, and I don't know what everybody else is going to be up to, but I hope that you're all enjoying what you're doing. And it just sort of made me think, because I thought myself, well, I sort of got sciatica and that yesterday. I got really bad, and I thought, oh, I'm just going to rest this weekend, but I thought, no, you can still be doing other things. So I've actually started spring cleaning, and I've been also doing a lot of inner work as well. But one of the amazing things, I actually went to make some, so I've been looking at the cartons of oat milk, and they've got sort of dextrose and sugar and stuff, and I thought I'm going to have a try of making my own milk. So I actually, I soaked some coconuts in water, but I didn't realise what was going to happen. I sort of made the nut milk, and then I extracted the nuts out of the milk, and it ended up where I've made sort of like a cream cheese as well. So I was actually quite amazed by that. So I didn't see that coming, and I haven't really made nut cheeses or anything like that before. But and then sort of I started to do a little bit of work with the light language, and what was keep coming up was sort of things like core wounds from sort of childhood and stuff like that. And this has came up a few times now, so it's something I know I've got to work on. So I had sort of 5 coaching sessions with this lovely lady called Eveline, and she sort of brought to my awareness that to look into the wounds, and I sort of, and it came up again today, excuse me, abandonment. So we've got like what I've just looked on there. It said rejection, abandonment, humiliation, betrayal, injustice. So today, when I was receiving light language codes from another lady, I've just sort of had the abandonment come up, and I was wondering if that's sort of gone back to my childhood when sort of my parents split up at 10.5, and sort of my mum was focused on our new partner, and obviously that would left me dad, and I ended up having to go back through there, but he was always having to go to work full time to keep us. So I started looking back on a lot of things and thought, yeah, you've still got like other work to do. So it's sort of all ongoing, and what I'm sort of felt drawn to say was that a lot of us are sort of looking within at the moment. I think I've sort of done a lot of work in the last year, I would say, on myself, like really going within. And I'm a lone wolf anyway. I actually love my own company, and sometimes I think to myself, you like it too much sometimes, because I sort of did withdraw for a full year when I was totally going through the exhaustion and everything. It was quite easy just to sort of pull back from everyday life and do your own little bits of work, which you can do, but not to go out there into the sort of harsher energies. And there's times I've said the world's too harsh to be here. I don't even want to be here. But and then you realise that you've got your own work to do, and you've got to do stuff. You've got to go really deep to access these parts of yourself which you need to be working on, as this lady was talking about earlier on, or it's only going to sort of mirror in your outside world. So it's been very interesting the last few days, looking into all of this and sort of showing me what I need to be doing as well. So yeah, I mean, I started working with the light language around about last July, August, September. I can't even remember. It was about last July, August time. I sort of did a light language course. And I thought, oh, I'm not really feeling much off it. But then it started coming through my hands and stuff, and I realised it was coming through, but it was coming through quite mild at the time. And I got up today, and I found the energy was really sort of very light and sort of positive, and I felt like it was actually very spiritual today when I got up, like there was new earth energies coming through again. So I felt them a little bit on and off, streaming through a few days. So for Easter yesterday, I went out shopping. I was out with my son and my dad, and I said to my son, I really need to buy myself a bunch of flowers. So I went and bought these bunch, and I was very drawn to like a pinky red rose, and I brought them into the house, and the energy, they just lifted the energy straight away. It was absolutely amazing how much they've transformed energy in my home. I always buy myself a bunch of flowers every week to every 2 weeks, no matter what happens. I have these flowers, and I have them in the bedroom, in the living room, and I just find they give off such a very uplifting energy. So I also sometimes work with actual rose petals. I'll sort of drink them because I feel like it's very good for healing. So I don't know if anybody else is sort of into stuff like this or not, but if I'm going to be doing it, I tend to sort of drink the rose tea, and I'll put the rose petals in the bath. I'll work with rose essential oil, and I find it very emotionally nurturing as well. So I don't know, I sort of just came on to mention about this these wounds, what sort of going back to childhood, what we could be looking at, what people might need to work on to release, because we're releasing a lot of energies at the moment, a lot of the 3D energies. And my son taught me a lesson yesterday as well, because I wasn't engaging with sort of 3D negative energies. I sort of just switched off from everything over the last year. But I noticed it was like sort of creeping back in again over the last few weeks. People are posting stuff, I was reading it. And I was getting pulled back down, starting to go into fear and worrying about things. And I haven't sort of watched the news for, I would say since I was about 24. Because I always found it very, very negative, all the media. I used to just switch the telly on and think, this has made me depressed, so I'll just switch it back off again. So I don't watch any television. I haven't even got a TV licence anymore now. And if I do watch anything, it'll just be sort of on YouTube and stuff. But I did find that there was a lot of stuff coming onto Facebook, and that was pulling me energy down. I was going into fear, feeling depressed. My guides were saying you need to get yourself off media, and then I was thinking to myself, the thing is, I like to see what's going on, and I'm a little bit nebby sometimes. I did have like 10 days cleanse from media about a month or so ago, and it was really good for me, that as well, because it just shows me that there's like another world out there where it's like separate from all of everything what's online, and it sort of makes you go within more as well. And then when I came on, I sort of did appreciate coming back on again. It was nice to see friends who I've got on Facebook and everything as well. But going back to my son yesterday, I was talking about different things what are going on in the world, and he went, I'm not engaging with it. I don't think he realises yet, but he sort of got that spiritual connection, but he's sort of not realising yet. But he says, I'm just not engaging with anything. He says, I'm sick of it and I don't want to know. So I said, are you not watching the news? And he went, no. And I was like, oh, thank God you're not watching the news anymore. I'm so glad to hear that. Hi, Rachel. I thought, I'm so glad you're not watching the news, because I was really worrying that it was actually pulling his vibration down, and that he would be worrying and in fear. And I took a lesson from him yesterday. I said to him, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to not engage in any more of the sort of negative fear mongering or anything what is even coming onto Facebook, what's sort of linking us back into the lower energies of fear and this, that and the other. So I'm just going to sort of choose to disengage from it all, because like somebody posted the other day, the more we all sort of go within and tune into our true self and sort of disconnect from all the fear, the sort of quicker this earth is going to sort of transcend, because we're letting go of that fear energy and we're going into a more natural state of like peace and harmony. And the more of us what sort of do this, and the more this grows and the more people what start to do it, the energy is going to change on the planet. So from now on, I'm sort of just not engaging with any of these sort of lower energy fear tactics and everything like that. So I'm just going to switch off from everything what's going on out there and just get on with my life, and for now, and hopefully that this sort of fear energy is what I was getting the other week's going to go and everything like that. And but sort of, so I don't know where all that came from. It was just sort of came to me earlier on just to sort of mention this. So I just hope that you all having a lovely weekend, and I hope you're all doing something nice for Easter. I'm going to try and get a walk, even though I've got sciatica today. I'm trying to just get a nice gentle walk. And I like to get where there's trees, actually, because I feel like the tree energies, when you get around nature, there's a lot of information there, what we sort of pick up, and it might not resonate with everyone, but the trees transmit a lot of knowledge to us, so it's good to get into nature and get into healing energies and get ourselves grounded as well. So and also drinking plenty of water, I've got that coming in as well. So hope everybody, and I'm going to look into these sort of wounds, these 5 core wounds, which we can sort of get from childhood, and I'm sort of looking into working on a deeper level with this. I have done a lot of work over the last year on myself, but there's always stuff coming up to be cleared. There's new stuff comes up then, but it's good to sort of become aware of what you might have sort of going on in your energy for healing, what you might need to clear for the future, because it's like helping us to release that energy and helping us to transcend and go into higher energies. So I hope you've enjoyed listening to this. Have a lovely day, everyone. Lots of love.